Today we're going to talk about the 10 things you need to know about tropical savanna climates. Number 1, savannas experience a clear division between a rainy season and a prolonged dry season. This seasonal pattern greatly influences plant growth and animal behavior, with lush vegetation during the wet months and scarce water resources during the dry period. Number 2, savanna climates experience consistently high temperatures. The climate is warm to hot throughout the year with minimal variation in temperature. Daytime temperatures can be quite high. Number 3, the landscape is characterized by a continuous cover of grasses interspersed with drought-resistant trees and shrubs like acacias and baobabs. This open vegetation structure allows ample sunlight to reach the ground. Number 4, these are fire-adapted ecosystems. Fires are common, especially during the dry season, and they play a crucial role in maintaining the savanna ecosystem. They prevent the overgrowth of trees and shrubs, they recycle nutrients back into the soil, and they promote the growth of fresh grasses. Number 5, you are going to find nutrient-poor soils in savanna climates. Soils in savanna regions are often sandy and generally low in fertility. This affects the types of vegetation that can thrive and requires plants to have specific adaptations like deep root systems to access nutrients. Number 6, you will see a high biodiversity in savanna regions. Savannas support a diverse array of animal life, including large herbivores like elephants, zebras, and antelopes, as well as predators like lions, cheetahs, and hyenas. Number 7, both for animals and for plants, you will see adaptations to the seasonal variations. Both plants and animals have evolved strategies to cope with seasonal availability of water and food. Plants might have deep roots or store water, while animals might migrate, become nocturnal, or enter dormancy during harsh conditions. Number 8, savannas are a transition zone between biomes. They often serve as ecological transition zones between tropical rainforests and deserts. This positioning results in a mix of species from both wetter and drier ecosystems and contributes to savanna's biodiversity. Number 9, geographical distribution. Tropical savanna is not just in Africa, like the Serengeti. You also have tropical savanna climate in South America, like the Brazilian Cerrado, in northern Australia, and in parts of India and in Southeast Asia. And finally, number 10, there are variations within tropical savanna climate. There are several subtypes based on the duration and the intensity of your wet and dry seasons. You have equatorial savanna with distinct wet and dry seasons. You have savanna with long dry seasons and short wet seasons. You have savanna with long wet seasons and short dry seasons. And you have savanna with dry season precipitation. So let's look at a world-building case study of a culture in a savanna region. The Necal people inhabit the expansive tropical savannas of the Khoisan Plains, a vast stretch of golden grasslands that reach toward the horizon, broken only by towering baobab trees, scattered acacia groves, and jagged rocky outcrops. The Khoisan Plains are bordered by the Tohar River, which swells during the rainy season, nourishing the land and allowing rich seasonal vegetation that sustains the Necal people and the wildlife they coexist with. In the dry season, the grass turns brittle and yellow and rains are scarce. But during the wet season, the land transforms into a green, lush area with wildflowers blooming among the grasses, rivers swelling, and animals migrating across the plains in abundance. Necal villages are semi-nomadic, built to be easily disassembled and relocated depending on the season. Their homes, called the korani, are dome-shaped structures made from wooden frames covered with woven grass and animal hides. The homes are lightweight but sturdy, designed to keep out both the scorching heat of the sun and the heavy rains of the wet season. The korani are arranged in a circular pattern with a large communal fire in the center of the village, where the Necal gather for meals, storytelling, and ceremonies. The Necal are divided into clans, named after natural elements or animals that they revere. The clan of the sun, the clan of the antelope, the clan of the river, the clan of the eagle. At the head of each village is the Thanai, or chieftain, who is chosen not by birthright but by his ability. The Thanai is supported by a council of elders, known as the Kasari, who help resolve disputes and lead spiritual rituals. The Necrali's spirituality is connected with the rhythms of the natural world, the cycle of the sun, the rain, and the seasons. They believe in a pantheon of nature spirits called the Necal, who dwell in the trees, rivers, mountains, and animals of the savannah. Chief among these spirits is Akasa, the Sun Mother, who's said to give life to all things and watches over the Necrali from her place in the sky. The Necrali perform daily rituals to honor Akasa, thanking her for the warmth and light. The Ketu, or the shamans, are the spiritual leaders of the Necrali. They serve as healers and guides who communicate with the Necal on behalf of the people. Ketu are chosen at a young age based on their ability to commune with the spirits, often through vivid dreams or visions. They undergo rigorous training in herbal medicine, divination, and sacred songs and dances that allow them to channel the Necali's power. During major festivals, the Ketu lead the village in ritual dances around the central fire, wearing elaborate masks that represent the different nature spirits. One of the most important ceremonies is the Thalura, the Dance of the Rains, which takes place at the beginning of the wet season. The Necrali believe that the dance entices the rain spirits to bless the land, ensuring a bountiful harvest. During the ritual, villagers adorn themselves in feathers and beads, and the Ketu paint their bodies with symbolic patterns representing rain and fertility. The dance is accompanied by the rhythmic beating of drums and the singing of sacred chants. The Necrali are skilled farmers. Their primary crops are millet, sorghum, and a hardy variety of beans that can endure both the intense heat of the dry season and the torrential rains of the wet season. They practice a form of sustainable farming called kethran, which involves rotating fields to allow soil to regenerate naturally. The Necrali also make use of the rich silt deposits left behind by the Tohar River after the rains, which helps to nourish their crops. Hunting and herding are equally important to Necrali life. They've domesticated a species of korat, a large horned creature with thick tawny fur similar to a buffalo, which provides them with milk, meat, and hides. These herds are managed by the clan of the Antelope, who guide the korat across the plains to find fresh grazing lands as the season changes. The Necrali are also skilled hunters. They track the migratory herds of antelopes, gazelles, and wild boar that roam the savannah. The Necrali are known for their artistry, their beadwork and pottery, which are considered sacred crafts passed down through generations. Beads, made from bone, stone, and colored clay, aren't only decorative, but they also serve as a form of storytelling. Each pattern of beads represents a different story, from the history of a clan to a personal journey or spiritual vision. Necrali pottery, made from the clay found along the riverbanks, is finely crafted and often decorated with intricate geometric patterns that reflect the movement of the sun and the stars. Music is also central to Necrali culture, and it's said that their songs carry the voice of the savannah. Their instruments include drums made from hollowed out tree trunks, flutes carved from the bones of sacred animals, and stringed instruments woven from reeds and animal sinew. Every important event in Necrali life, from births to harvests to funerals, is accompanied by music and dance. If you like this video and want to learn more about world building or the procedural map generator, please remember to like and subscribe below. Thanks for watching.